Hello! And in this video I'm making Maeklong Railway Market. Now this is a railway line that runs right through a market in Thailand, and you probably have seen this where they bring in the awnings as the train passes, and then they pull them back out when the train has passed, and they sell loads of goods, fruit, veg, clothes, t-shirts, all the like normal stuff you'd sell in a market. So I wanted to try and recreate that as closely as possible. Now I couldn't recreate the pulling in of the awnings and the overhanging bits of the shops because that's not possible. I mean, you probably could get a animated prop of it moving in, but then timing it with the train, I don't know. I don't think it's possible. But I just tried to do as close as I could and recreate it with a lot of this market stuff from Dikaza and a lot of the ramshackle buildings Beard Monkey has made. Also, I used Beard Monkey's buildings in the back as the main proper buildings that are built against the street, and then these buildings behind have obviously sprung up and just like a shanty town sort of build where the people on the market live, selling their wares. I mainly only added fresh fruit and veg because there aren't many sort of like market seller props sort of things where you could imagine people would have tables with watches, it would probably be fake watches, fake bags, fake clothes all hanging up. But I just basically went the fresh fruit stands by Dikaza. They're very nice, they fit in very well with this area. You may have noticed there that I also added a decal to the railway line because it was very low res. The railway tracks, they're a bit meh. So I just wanted to add a little decal, and I used Lost Gecko's decal on top of the train track to just brighten it up a bit. Make it a bit more natural, I guess, other than the bit of the low texture that's on the railway line. So even though this is sort of like a slum, it's fairly nice looking for a slum, I guess, because I guess it's very popular in real life. So I don't make it too disgusting, or like too horrible. I mean, maybe I could have added a bit more dirt and grime in places, but looking at pictures and videos, it looks quite nice, and it looks quite like a nice place to be, a nice market. So here I am adding plywood to the floor, because in real life there are loads of wooden slats so that people can obviously walk where the train goes, but we don't really have wooden slats per se, so I used plywood. And just simply, it was a bit bright in places, but I had to deal with that really, because a lot of things are very bright in the game, and I just remove parts and add in different parts, leave parts empty, just to sort of contrast with one another. So you may have noticed that the train in the cinematics was different to the train in the time-lapse here. And that is because I asked Frdm if he would kindly retexture the train for me, because he's done some retexturing things for buses before, I noticed, so I thought I'd ask him, and he did it. He made a very nice retexture of the train to make it look more like the one in real life, which is yellow with a blue stripe down the side and blue on the side, yellow on the front. And he did a very good job. It looks very nice, fits in very well with the area. So the only problem with this build is there's not much of it, and it was fairly time consuming. I did not think it would be as time consuming as it was, but basically I'm building markets up a big stretch of the area, and they've all got to look slightly different and unique, because otherwise it looks too similar. I did end up in the end copying with Move It, and just trying to move stuff around to make it look less copied down the line. But I feel like I did a half decent job with not copying too much and making it look unique up and down the line. So I'm afraid there's not really much more to talk about. This was a very short video. I just wanted to see if it could be done, and it can be done. It probably could be done a lot better than this and look a lot nicer in a setting like a Taiwanese town or village or something. It would look very nice in that area. Even just like in a slummy area in your city, I feel like this could work. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.